Okay, I'm back with the last two diary entries of February 1906. And it's nice and peaceful today. But it is cold. You can see I'm still wearing my scarf. I'd hoped it would warm up a little. But, oh well. Okay, let's dive in with Sunday, the 26th of February 1906. We've got some more words of wisdom from the little guy. Okay. What interesting things the adjutant on duty told us yesterday at dinner. He is a horse guardsman. He was in the war. He has all the decorations except the George. He has the gold rifle. He told me what an unpleasant feeling these huge 12-inch shells make. You can clearly see them flying, and it seems that they are bound to hit you in the eye. I don't know why. Then he talked about how our soldiers love to fight hand to hand, but this rarely happens because the fire is too strong. But when it comes to hand combat, the soldiers get so angry that when they stick a bayonet into a Japanese body, they also shoot, so as to probably kill the Japanese. To tell the truth, it's all really vile, but what can you do? War is war. I'm going to drink coffee. I hope to write more today, 9 o'clock a.m., and then I'll go right on to Monday the 27th because it's so short. Tomorrow I'll tell you about yesterday's skating, but now I can't. GM will get mad. It's already late, and tomorrow is a hard day. There are a lot of lessons. Maria was at the sappers' dinner, 10:15. All right, that he then skips to Wednesday, the 1st of March. So skips Tuesday, and I shouldn't have said it was nice and peaceful because now all of a sudden there's music. Hopefully you can't hear it. All right. Another regimental dinner, the sappers' dinner. And what Dmitri is writing about on the Sunday is what happened on the Saturday. Because if you recall, he said that his hands were too cold to write, and it was also late, 10:30, and he needed to take a bath. So this one, oddly enough, and I'm not sure why, this one of the 26th was written at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. So interesting. Unfortunately, he doesn't tell us the name of the Flegel adjutant on duty. But the man is a horse guardsman, a horse guards officer, obviously, and that would be Dmitri's regiment when he was an adult and when he was mobilized to fight in the First World War. He went with the horse guards. So Dmitri clearly admires this man and is impressed by how many decorations he got as a result of his fighting in the Russo-Japanese War, which is the war that's here referred to. He has everything except the George. So Dmitri himself would get the George, which is the George's Cross, and it was the most highly respected decoration in the Russian military because it had to be earned. You couldn't get it just for being present at a particular battle or any other reason. You had to do something to earn it. So he's got a person telling him about what war is really like to a certain extent. And these 12-inch shells, according to this Flegel adjutant, you can actually see them as they're in the air coming toward you, and you get the impression that they're going to hit you in the eye, I guess in the face, which certainly would be very scary. And Dmitri says, I don't know why. Why, I guess, as you see them coming toward you, you kind of assume that they're going to hit you in the face, but I think that would be a natural, if anything is flying toward you. that's going to be your biggest fear. That's whether it's a baseball or a 12-inch shell. You're afraid that it's going to hit you in the face. So very unpleasant. And then there's this little bit about hand-to-hand combat, and that made me think about the military philosophy in Russia was always a preference for cold weapons, i.e. for swords and bayonets and lances, over artillery and the things that were considered modern. So that didn't work out very well for Russia. I think either in the Russo-Japanese War or in the First World War. And the battle that Dmitri himself was involved in, which was an extremely bloody battle. It was the Battle of Kaushin, which was a village in East Prussia. Not Tannenberg, the one that everybody knows, but a battle that was going on at the same time. And it was basically Russian cavalry charging German artillery and just getting cut to pieces. So if I recall correctly, the Horse Guards had 50% casualties, and Dmitri lost friends in that battle. So, yes, swords, bayonets, and lances aren't very effective against artillery. And so this Fliegel adjutant seems to be saying that fighting hand-to-hand, that the fighting with cold weapons was what the Russian soldiers preferred, but it wasn't working out very well because of the intense fire they were under. But when they actually did get the opportunity to fight hand-in-hand, they were then so angry that it was a case of overkill. So they were not only bayoneting the Japanese, they were also shooting them. Sounds like first bayoneting, then shooting. Do you have to take a bayonet off your gun in order to fire it? I always thought you did, but maybe not. And it makes me think a little bit about the Russians exacting revenge on the Germans at the end of World War II, because they were just so angry and so in need of revenge. And I won't get into, of course, I won't make a judgment on that. That's something that we can all, if we're interested in that topic, we can all make our own judgments on. So here I referred to words of wisdom, maybe a little bit facetiously, but still I think it's good on his part to say what he says. To tell the truth, it's all really vile. But what can you do? War is war. All right, very pragmatic view of things. Dmitri was never an eager soldier. His chosen area, of course, as we've talked before, was politics and current events, and especially foreign policy. All right, so that is it. It's interesting that he was drinking coffee. I started around that age as well. Okay, and when we get to the 1st of March, we have some very interesting things. And the water pistol makes another appearance, and Nicholas II is again responding to, let us say, Dmitri's perhaps annoying playfulness. So do come back for that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.